was a young mother. I was a teenage mom, and I knew of God, and I knew what kind of miraculous things that He can do in somebody's life. And I grew up knowing that there was a God. But going through life, I obviously needed to learn things the hard way. I became a teen mom, and I just got into the wrong situations, and I put myself into a situation where I was physically in danger, mentally, physically, and to a point where I was losing one of my children, my son, my only child at that time. And it really bothered me that I couldn't get out of that. I knew that I was a confident person. I didn't think that I would ever be in a situation where I was in, considering that I knew of people that have been abused mentally and physically. And it took me a while. There were times where I actually was, I would say, put down to a point where I couldn't understand why I was there. I had put myself into a situation where my life was basically in danger. I could have died a few times, and I would cry out and I would ask God. I would say, why am I going through this? Help me, take me away from this situation. And between that time period, I was almost, I would say, killed a couple of times, and that was because I was in a relationship where I felt that I needed to prove that I could make things work, because I was a single mom and I needed that support and having a family, and I really didn't need that. All I needed was God. And I would cry out to Him, and I would ask Him to take me out of this pain and this suffering, and I don't want to die, and I didn't want to be a statistic. So it really boiled down to, one, my family praying for me, for my safety. When I would leave and never come back for a long period of time, it wasn't because I wanted to be there. It was because I was almost held hostage to a point. And but I thank God, because He had given me a hope, and He has given me the strength to mentally grow strong and know who I am and have confidence that I can pull out of this situation. And He has restored my relationship with my family, with my children, and I know that God was there and He did rescue me from my situation. I definitely wanted to stress that, for the physically and mentally abused women out there, that God can heal and restore your mind and your thoughts, and He can remove that way of lifestyle to where you can live in peace and comfort and know that you are loved and you don't need to be shown love in a wrong manner, which is being abused. There's no reason for you to have to settle for second best when you're a child of God, God wants you to have the best. And that's for you to have a purpose, and as well as to have hope and trust in Him that He can deliver you through this situation, and He will get you through.